Alright everyone, we got some new details on the Netflix Phase 2 lineup and the Marvel ABC TV Universe future directly from El Mayimbe and Heroic Hollywood. Now he first notes that the characters of Punisher, the Blade, and Ghost Rider are all on the table for Netflix Phase 2, but are kind of difficult to translate just for the studio because they are such dark and violent characters, and plus the Ghost Rider character would require a very massive budget to pull off on the TV kind of scale because of how much, he's got the whole flaming effect going on, which I think they could do. Honestly, they could put the makeup on the actor practically and then add the flames in post, like digitally. So that's kind of they're hesitant on that. Netflix right now, they're kind of a conflict of interest with that character regarding only Ghost Rider. But honestly, I think that they can do it just because of how the Flash has proven that you can do really cool effects on a smaller scale budget, especially given that that's the CW and this is Netflix we're talking about here. I mean, Netflix is top tier quality. They have access to basically whatever they want, so I honestly don't see what their problem is with it. I hope to see the Ghost Rider on a Netflix show. Moving on here, we got some official details that a Miss Marvel Kamala Khan show and a Cloak and Dagger show are in development, but they're kind of been thrown to the back burner just because there's so many different projects that Marvel is currently working on right now, but those are characters that they are actively pursuing and they want to have part of their universe. Now moving on, next we have some details regarding the Inhumans movie that it will likely ignore what has been set up as canon on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show, only because that they have to establish a new canon for the movie because it's separate and they don't want to have to kind of explain to people that all the canon of the Inhumans has been set up on this different TV show that you have to watch prior to seeing the movie. They want to make the movie so they can appeal to a mass audience, so they can get as many tickets sold, because it's kind of off-putting if you say, you gotta keep up and follow this whole show for an entire season to understand what's happening in this movie. And plus, the actual people that watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. compared to the actual people that go see the movie is a very different number. Moving on again, we have some details regarding Hawkeye and Black Widow and a potential Netflix solo movie or mini-series for the network, which is really interesting because they're the more grounded characters of the Avengers, and I can definitely see them fitting in with the Netflix world, and it would certainly appease a lot of people that have been crying out for a Hawkeye solo movie or a Black Widow movie, because it's kind of like the best of both worlds. You get either a solo mini-series on Netflix or like a team-up show, so that sounds pretty cool. And last but not least, we have some details regarding Doctor Strange and the Defenders show, that El Mayimbe is claiming that Doctor Strange will appear on the Defenders show because Marvel wants to have this, they want to really tie those two worlds together. That could be like their bridge between the movies and TV. That's kind of interesting, and I can see it happening only because Benedict Cumberbatch is currently working on, Sherlock and stuff like that, so he has experience on TV and film too, so he probably would be open to that. So that's all the news that we've got for today regarding the Netflix Phase 2 lineup and future and the ABC show future. So sound off down below with what show you are excited for, and if you want to see characters like Punisher, the Blade, Ghost Rider, and Kamala Khan in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.